everyone, welcome back to Lahari Course. Let me ask you something. If it rains, what will you do? You take an umbrella. And if you are hungry, what will you do? You eat food. So here you are making decisions based on conditions. When it's raining, you take an umbrella. And when you are angry, you eat food. So in Java, we do the same thing using something called an if statement. What is if statement? If statement is used to check a condition. If the condition is true, the code will run. If the condition is false, the code will not run. In simple words, if statement is true, do this. Like that it will work. Now let's see the syntax for the if statement. If in bracket condition, open braces, code and close brace. See the example here. Int age equals to 20 if age greater than equals to 18. It's a condition, so we put it in bracket and open brace system.out.println eligible to vote and close the brace. If the condition is true, it runs. Now see it. Condition is age greater than equals to 18. So 20 is greater than 18. So it is true. So output will be eligible to vote. If age is less than 18, nothing will print. This is about if statement. Now let's move to if else statement. An if else statement is used when we have two possible outputs. If the condition is true, the if block runs, and if the condition is false, the else block runs. See the example here. We take a number 5 and we check if it is even using num modulus 2 equals to 0. But 5 modulus 2 use 1. So condition is false. So the else block executes and the output is odd. Remember, one block will always execute. This is about if else statement. Next is if else if ladder. This is used when we have multiple conditions. Java checks conditions from top to bottom and the first two conditions will execute. Example, mark is 75 and first condition, marks greater than or equals to 90, false. Second condition, marks greater than or equals to 70, true. So the output is grade B. Only the first two condition runs. So this is about if else if ladder. In this way we use when we have multiple conditions and the Java checks the conditions from top to bottom and the first two condition will execute. Now let's see nested if. Nested if means an if statement inside another if. Example, age is 20 and as license is true. First we check if age is greater than or equals to 18, true. Then inside that we check if the person has a license. Then it's true, so the output is can drive. The inner if runs only when the outer if is true. This is about nested if. Now let's talk about operators. We use operators to write conditions. Double equals means equals to. Not equal is explanation equal. And greater than less than. Double ampersand means and. Double pipe means or. Example, if age is greater than 18 and less than 30. Now some important concept in is first short circuit. If we write false and some risky condition like 10 divided by 0, Java will stop at false, not execute the second part. So no error will occur. Next is string comparison. Always use dot equals method to compare strings. Do not use double equal. Next, null safety. Always check if a variable is not null before using dot equals. Prevents crashes. Now a real-time example, leap year. A year is a leap year if it is divisible by 4 and not divisible by 100 or divisible by 400. Example, 2024, it is divisible by 4 and not divisible by 100. So the output is leap year. Now some common mistakes: do not use single equals instead of double equals, and do not use double equals for strings, and do not forget curly braces. And if statement checks a condition and execute code only when the condition is true. Now let's look at a program that demonstrates real-time logic and is useful for placement preparation. This program is a student result system using conditional statements, and this program checks a student's results based on marks and attendance. First I take two variables, marks is 78 and attendance is true. Now I check if marks are greater than or equals to 35. Since 78 is greater than 35, the student passes. Next I use nested if to check attendance. Since attendance is true, the student is eligible for grading. Now I use an if-else-if ladder to assign grade. If marks are greater than or equals to 90, grade A. Else if marks are greater than or equals to 75, grade B. Else if marks are greater than or equals to 50, grade C, otherwise grade D. Since 78 is greater than 75, the output is grade B. If attendance was false, the output would be fail due to low attendance. If marks were less than 35, the output would be fail. So this program demonstrates how if, else if and nested if are used in real world logic. Thank you. I hope you learned something today. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Lahari Code.